And where are you headed next?
We are headed to the west coast of Australia. And
Mm,
so the actual port city is Fremantle,
mhm.
which is, I think, within 20, 30 minutes south of Perth on the west coast of Australia. So it's a place I've been before back in my swimming coaching days. We were there for the World Swimming Championships one year, and beautiful. It'll be summer, so it'll be hot and dry on the west coast.
Wow.
And but getting there from here in South Africa is one of the more treacherous parts of the world in terms of the oceans. And so definitely going into it with a high level of respect for the the conditions we could face,
Mm.
and got to mentally prepare for that for sure.
How does one mentally prepare for that?
Hmm. Well, I think understanding what's possible, and then going back to some of the things we've talked about, right? Of being able to just stay in the present moment during those shifts,
Mm,
and knowing the boat is capable of handling the conditions that could be there,
mm,
and just being safe and doing things the way we've been trained to do them, and supporting your crewmates. Um, yeah, I mean this part of the Southern Ocean, we're down. I think we'll end up about 600 miles south of South Africa before we turn east to go towards Australia,
mm,
and so it's going to be cold. Most of the weather comes from Antarctica once you're down there, um, and there's no land getting in the way of the wind and the waves
mm.
for thousands of miles. So you end up with 30 and 40-foot waves, generally going in the direction you're trying to go, which is a good thing. But a 30 or 40-foot wave is quite a stunning thing to see. I think we've seen 20-foot waves so far in the
Wow.
race, and it's a wall of water that reaches as high as the mast of the boat, when you're seeing it, or it seems like it is.
Yeah.
um, but fortunately the boat's designed, and the wave kind of just lifts the boat up, goes underneath it, and then the boat kind of does a little acceleration down the backside of the wave, and everything's fine. So
Wow.
there's danger for sure if there's a lot of wind, and you have to keep the boat going in the direction of the waves. You don't want the waves hitting you from the side and potentially rolling the boat in some way.
Mm,
But it has the potential to be quite intense, and for those storms to carry a lot of cold wind, and the water temperature is only 10 degrees Celsius down in that part of the ocean. So the spray
yeah.
and everything else is creating some interesting conditions. So being prepared for that, and being prepared clothing wise, and all that is a big part of this leg. So I think everybody's making sure their kit is all prepared, and they have the right number of layers. They have
Mm.
gloves, they have toques, they have everything to stay warm and as dry as possible.